Another day, another story. Sure. Here are 30 of the most influential quotes from famous people. Be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. Martin Luther King Jr. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Confucius. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. African proverb. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein. Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Martin Luther King Jr. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas Edison. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Nelson Mandela. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Malcolm X. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. The best way to predict the future is to invent it. Alan Kay. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. Henry Ford. The greatest glory in life is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Will Rogers. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. Vince Lombardi. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Nelson Mandela. I can accept failure, everyone fails at something. But I can't accept not trying. Michael Jordan. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The 2 most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain.